Hello, and welcome again to another edition of Speaking with the Principal. I'm Ron Strumensky, principal of Wakefield Memorial High School, and it's good to have you along once again. Joining me in studio today are two very special people, because on June 14th, 1998, Wakefield High School will hold graduation ceremonies at 2 p.m. at Colonel Landrigan Field. And among those festivities and that celebration, two members of the graduating class of 1998 will be honored with a valedictory and a salutatory address. And joining me in studio is the number one student in the graduating class of 1998. Let's say hello to Suzanne Beagon. Suzanne, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And to Suzanne's left is the number two student. And boy, let me tell you, differentiating one from two, from three, from four is a real tough task. Erika joins us. Erika, welcome.
Thanks.
And congratulations once again to both of you. I'm sure that since the announcement, there's been a lot of attention garnered on you, and you've been busy preparing your addresses for graduation, which is also going to be an exciting time, I'm sure. People who are watching this program today, when I do programs like this with students, I try to anticipate the kinds of things that they might have on their minds. That if they were in the television studio, what are the kinds of things they'd be asking you? And one of the things that comes to mind, Suzanne, is what does it take to be number one?
I guess it just takes a lot of studying, but not so much that you can't have any fun in high school. You just have to know that everything you're doing will have a benefit in the end, that it will pay off. You have to have motivation, I guess.
What motivates you?
The idea that success is worth it, that everything you've worked for will pay off in the end, and I want to go to a good college and get a good job and have all kinds of success. So I guess that's my motivation.
And we'll talk a little more about where you go from here. Erika, when I say there are hairs of percentages separating people, it's almost difficult to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's motivated you? We'll graduate well over 200 students on Sunday, and you're at the very top.
What's motivated me has been just the will to want to do it, I guess. Just sometimes you have to sit back, relax, and just try your hardest. I mean, sometimes people get too caught up in working too hard that they stress themselves out. But I tried to.
So it's not good to work too hard? Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
If you stress out about it, then it's not fun anymore, and you lose your will.
Has it been fun? Has the high school experience been fun, Erika?
Yes, it has.
What was fun about high school for you?
Fun was sports. It was school. We had some really great classes.
Yeah.
We had some fun times in them. Even like the study groups and things like that have been a lot of fun.
What kind of sports did you participate in?
Indoor and outdoor track.
Suzanne, how about you?
Field hockey and tennis.
How do you put together a day? I know that in the Middlesex League, the competition that you face with the other 9 schools that we compete with is at a very, very high level. There's a high expectation from coaches, from the community, from everyone, the student body, that our athletic teams do well. And that means a tremendous amount of devotion and practice. You get home from track, you get home from tennis, you get home from field hockey, you're tired. How do you face the homework? When you get home, have something to eat, it's already 6 or 7 o'clock, what then, Sue?
I guess just the idea that, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of fright, like knowing that if I go to school without my homework, I'm not going to be happy, it won't be a good day.
Yeah.
So that idea, and the idea that, I mean, in a way, field hockey and tennis, it gives you more energy playing sports. So when I get home, I'm tired, but I still have some type of energy coming off of the sports, like the adrenaline is still there. So I just sit there and I do my work. And
I'm sure that watching us maybe are some 7th and 8th graders, some of the young people who are going to be entering Wakefield High School next year. It can be done. Athletics, clubs, homework, and still a high achievement level, Erika.
Yeah. I would definitely encourage people to do what they want to do and don't be discouraged by doing too many things.
By doing too many things.
Yeah.
You have to be selective. There are so many things available.
Right.
What was there out there, Sue, that you would have loved to have done, but there just wasn't time because tennis and field hockey were
Yeah.
your first loves?
The Social Awareness Club was one that I always wanted to be a part of because it was such a large group in the school and they're always doing so many fun things, but I never really had enough time to become really involved in it because I was doing the student council and peer leadership and everything. So, I mean, it's hard to choose what you want to do, but you have to, I think it's important to pick one or two things and do them well rather than do everything and spread yourself too thin.
Have you done something that you hope to carry over to your college days where you get involved in? Is there a field hockey team at Dartmouth where you're going to be going in September? Is there, obviously must be tennis. Are these things that you can continue and want to?
The field hockey team at Dartmouth is a really, really good team, so I think I might try out and see how it goes. If I don't make the team, you know, I won't be that disappointed because they have club teams and everything, intramural, so I'm sure I'll continue my sports at the intramural level, definitely, and student government, maybe, depending on...
Do you have a concern about how much time it's going to take you in your studies next year to
Yeah.
try to balance that now against how much time you have for other things?
Definitely. I mean, Dartmouth goes on a trimester system, so
What does that mean for people who don't understand that?
it means that you take 3 classes and the year is broken up into 3 parts. So we have a fall semester, a winter semester, and a spring semester instead of just 2 semesters.
But is it the same length school year as other colleges? It doesn't run 12 months.
No, it's the same length, but you just take 3 classes each time.
Sounds like a block schedule, so. It sounds like concentrating on a little less
Yeah.
for more time.
Exactly.
And you're looking forward to that kind of configuration?
Definitely.
Erika, where are you going to be heading in September?
Boston University.
And what are you looking forward to in terms of studying?
I'm going into the College of Arts and Sciences. I'm not sure about a major yet, but I've been thinking about either history or political science.
And you will do what with history and political science?
I'm not sure yet.
But those are your first loves?
Yeah.
Are those the things you enjoyed most in high school?
Yeah.
So where is the future going to take you?
I'm not really sure yet. I know that I want to get into the business field at the end of my career, college career. So I'm thinking that I want to get a broad liberal arts degree and then maybe go on to business school because that's what I've heard that they want.
So an advanced degree.
Yeah.
Probably in your future also. In
Yeah.
this day and age, it seems as though 4 years now isn't enough.
I know.
You have to
Yeah.
go another 1 or 2 or 3 years to really get where you want to go and have the edge on the competition out there.
Definitely.
Let me ask you this. Given the opportunity, have you lived in Wakefield all of your lives, both of you?
Yes.
Would you come back as an adult to raise your family in Wakefield? Let me start with you, Erika. Given the opportunity for some kind of employment that fits your future, would you want to return, or would you be looking for new pastures in the future?
I think I'd be looking for new pastures.
Where would you like to go? If you could pick anywhere and know that you could, begin a successful career, would it be another part of the country, West Coast, South, Midwest?
It would be in New England,
In New England?
Yeah.
Why?
but I love New England. I like the weather, surprisingly, and I like. I think it's like a beautiful area, and it has a lot of history. I feel like it's my home. So
Out of Massachusetts.
yeah, Massachusetts as well.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Massachusetts is okay.
Yeah,
But a change.
yeah, maybe a little change.
Little change.
Yeah.
Melrose. Only kidding. Suzanne, where would you like to locate? I mean, in your wildest dreams, where might you think you might be happy raising a family and pursuing a career?
I'm like Erika. I like New England. I like the idea of the 4 different seasons and the weather, and I like that we're close to the seashore. So maybe somewhere a little closer to the water too. Like.
I have to tell you something. I have to tell my audience something, and I'll be saying this at graduation also, that we came into this high school together. When you were freshmen, I was appointed principal that year, and we were finding our way around the building together. I think you did a better job of it than I did. But one of the things that I have rarely heard, and I mean this, I've rarely heard a student in this school say, I can't wait to get out of Wakefield. I don't hear that. And I get a sense, because I'm not a native, nor do I live in Wakefield, that young people have enjoyed growing up in Wakefield and probably wouldn't mind. That's why I asked that question. Do you get that sense? Or among your classmates, if If we were to poll the senior class, would we find most people feeling the way you do? What do you think? I know you can't speak for everyone, but what's the sense that you get from the group that you spend time with?
Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree with us. They like the area, but I mean, to be in one town your entire life, it's a lot.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I think, I mean, Wakefield is a great town, and I'm happy I grew up here because, I mean, the school was great, and the people in the town itself were great, but I think that you need change every once in a while, so.
Yeah.
Now, let me sort of look. What about the big city versus the town? You've grown up in a town. You think you'd like to go to a big city?
Yeah.
Erika?
I can't wait to go to BU. It's just, I mean, I don't want to live there for my whole life, but I'd like to spend some time there.
Have you had a chance to? I mean, really not that far away now, but of course,
Yeah.
when you're a little younger, parents say, you're not going into Boston by yourself, right?
Yeah, I've spent some time in there. My sister and my brother both go to BU, so I've visited them.
And of course, we share a little secret anyway. We can tell everybody that Boston University is my undergraduate alma mater. And I was telling Erika one day how wonderful it is to go to school in Boston because of all the resources. And if you love art and you love theater and culture, it's all there. And people are flocking to Boston from all over the world. Yeah. It's one of the top 3 areas that students are opting to come to from all parts of the country, which makes it even more difficult, I guess, to get into some of the Boston schools. You're going to a large urban university, and you're going to be in Hanover, which is sort of bucolic.
Yep.
Why did you choose Dartmouth, by the way?
Basically, for the reasons that I said, the trimester system, I really like the idea
Was
of that.
that an attraction for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it was?
Definitely. Because the idea that the subjects are more concentrated, they said that you're learning the same amount that you would in a semester, but you're doing it in a third of the year instead.
So that was one of your major reasons why you chose Dartmouth. You could have chosen other places, but that was an attraction to you.
Yeah.
Are a lot of schools doing that now? As you looked at various colleges and universities?
It was actually one of the only ones that I found had that program. So
Do you know how long they've been doing that?
I don't
Offhand?
really know.
Well, it should be awfully interesting
Yeah.
on the way. What kind of a program will you be carrying at Boston University? How many subjects does one take in the freshman year of college? And have you selected them as yet? And you have an
No.
idea what you're going to be taking?
I select my courses at orientation, which is later this month. And I think approximately 5 courses. I'm entering a core program.
Which means what?
I'm not really sure yet. I'll find out. But I guess it's like a
It's
lot
not CORP like the Marines, right?
No. It's a lot of class discussion and a lot of interaction with the professors. It's just a more interactive program, I think.
So as you leave Wakefield High School, any regrets? Anything? Well, you mentioned you might have wanted to get some involvement in another activity, but if you had it to do over again, would you make any changes?
I think that I would be a little more outgoing, get to know a few more people, because I think senior year I got the opportunity to become closer with all of my classmates, and I wish that I had done that since freshman year.
What happened in the senior year that made that possible? Is there something that happens in the dynamics? In Wakefield, everyone goes to the same middle school. You really come through, even if you're in a different elementary school, you spend 4 years, or students will now, together as a class prior to entering. So you get to know a lot of the students. What made the senior year unique?
I don't know. I think it was the fact that everybody realized that this was our last year together, and maybe we should take that opportunity to get to know everyone. And I think also the senior show
Yeah, the senior show
had a lot to do with it. Definitely, if I had any advice for the underclassmen, definitely get involved in the senior show. It was a lot of fun, and you got to know everyone.
That's really a chance to bond, Erika.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
that was.
Any regrets? Any kinds of things if you had it to do, if you were starting 9th grade next September, you want to make sure that you didn't miss out on, or
No, I don't think so. I don't really have any regrets.
you've done it all? You're going to look back on your high school days fondly?
Definitely.
You're
Definitely.
looking forward to that first reunion to see what happens to everyone. That's
Yeah.
always the most exciting one. I can tell you that, having been through many of them, that after the first few, you start not to be able to recognize people, which I suppose is also a lot of fun along the way. Well, you want to give us any tips on what we're going to hear on graduation day? Not too much now.
All I can say is the best is yet to come.
Okay, that's your hint for the valedictory address.
I'm going to keep mine a surprise.
Yours is going to be a total surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be looking forward to it. Again, it's at 2 p.m. at Colonel Landrigan Field, the graduation of the class of 1998. And we've been pleased to have on the show today Suzanne Beagon, the valedictorian, Erika Storella, the salutatorian. Best of luck to you. I look forward to hearing you on graduation day, and thank you for viewing us. We'll see you again with another edition of Speaking with the Principal.